4chan is simply a community of people. We like to hide the dark side of things, but in a place of anonymity, repressed feelings and thoughts will come out. Many people from 4chan are terrible evil people, just like in any society or group of people. But most are simply people looking for human interaction, someone to respond to their thoughts, ideas, and feelings. Anonymity allows for honesty. 4chan is an outlet for millions of people no matter their background. A place to tell stories and talk with strangers. I want to share some sad stories with you. Be me, 8 years old. Mother dies of lung cancer. Fucking cigarettes. Dad becomes super depressed. Alcohol and such. Older brother is 17. He drops out of school to take 4 jobs. Almost never home. Every morning he gets up at 5 a.m. to make me sandwich and capricin for lunch. Packs in my Spider-Man lunchbox. Also pre-makes me a dinner, sometimes lasagna, sometimes tendies. Older brother comes home at 1 to 2 a.m. each night. Brother gets me nice things for birthday and Christmas. Game Boy, clothes, etc. He makes sure my life is good. Be me, 14. This has been going on for 6 years. Brother still lives at home. Dad still does nothing but lay in bed and drink. Staying up late playing Pokemon on my Game Boy Advance. Pokemon Leaf Green. My favorite one. 1 week before my birthday. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl had just come out for the Nintendo DS. I really wanted it for my birthday. I had been bugging my brother about it for months, asking to go to the game store to try out the demo units and such. We went as much as we could to play and to check out what new games were released. About 1:30 a.m. Someone knocks on the door. It's the police. Is this the Anon residence? Yes. Your brother was in a very serious car accident. We aren't sure if he's going to be okay. I go and talk to my dad. He tells me to fuck off. I get in the car with the policeman. We ride down to the busy area of my town. My brother's car is upside down in the middle of the road. Another truck is off to the side. It was red. There's fire trucks and ambulances, and like 4 police cars. My brother is laying on a stretcher near one of the ambulances. People all around him. They bring me over to him. His head is covered in blood and so are the blankets. Anon, hey. Where's Dad? I don't know. Well, when you get home I want you to tell him that he's a shitty parent and that he deserves to die. Oh okay. I love you Anon. Don't you ever forget that. Brother dies from bleeding out. In the car was a bag from Walmart. In the bag there was a brand new Nintendo DS and a copy of Pokemon Diamond. Shitty dad doesn't even come to the funeral. Play Pokemon Diamond all the way through catching every single Pokemon. I miss you David. It's been more than 12 years, but I still have that DS and that game you got for me. Make a friend while playing Team Fortress 2. Never really had a video friend before. We play together pretty often, talk about life a bit too. He mentions he's had a GF for about 4 years. One day says he's going to propose to her. Give him some encouragement. Next day he's online, he says she rejected him. Try to be supportive of him. He spirals into depression. Spends all his time playing video for a few months. One day he tells me that he's planning on committing suicide. Talk to him for a few days, see if he's really serious about it. Realize I can't talk him out of it. He stopped going to his job after his GF dumped him, just became a recluse with no will to live. Wish him the best in the afterlife and say goodbye. Last online, 1764 days ago. Be me. Age 28. Only child. Mom committed suicide after I was born. Dad was great human being and my only friend for my whole life. Dad was workout buddy, movie buddy, life buddy, raises me to be a good person. Dad survived being enlisted in Vietnam and flying AWACS as an officer. Has heart attack on the way to work last year and dies at age 66 in perfect health, didn't drink or smoke. Be me. Alone. Sad. Missing my dad. Tears in rain. Time to die. Hug your parents and aunts. I can't do this anymore. It will be okay Anon. Live for your dad and remember all the good stuff. He'd want you to be happy and to enjoy your life. Be me. Age 12. Don't have any actual friends. Play on Minecraft survival server every day. Old server, very small with only 15 core players. Everyone knows each other. Best friends in the entire world are on the server. We would have crazy adventures and play together every single day. One day log on and see server shutting down in 30 minutes on a sign in the spawn. Only other person on at the time is the owner. Tells me they ran out of money, nothing they could do. Wait 30 minutes, maybe say goodbye to friends. Server closes. Never see any of them ever again. What are your guys' saddest memories? Be me. Move before high school starts. Haven't hit growth spurt yet. Weird looking lanky kid. Bullied relentlessly. Mum hears me crying to myself to sleep like the bundle of sticks I was. Anon, one of the nurses I work with has a son that's in your grade. Says she'd tell him to look out for you at lunch. Kid is one of the cunty jocks. Rip me. Finds me at school. Isn't a dick. Asks to eat with me, chat about video. His mates heckle him for talking to me. Fuck off. Become fast friends. He's abandoned by the jocks but doesn't care. Spend every afternoon together doing jack shit, playing video, riding our bikes. Life feels like Stand By Me. Only grow closer. The brother I never had. Dies in a car crash at 16. Literally that sudden. Hole in my heart forever. Nobody could ever compare. I miss you, Steven. Be a kid. Come home from school. Mom works an evening shift at a gas station. She leaves pizza for me. Have 2 games for my SNES. TMNT Tournament Fighters and the Addams Family. Put pizza in oven and use watch to time it. Play game while pizza cooks, often get distracted by my games. Have burnt pizza most nights but eat it anyways. Usually asleep by the time mom gets home. We'd chat for a while if I was still up playing games. One night on her way home she was hit by a drunk driver and she died. In my 20s now. Occasionally I'll play TMNT and Addams Family on a SNES and fat old CRT TV and eat burnt pizza. Eating burnt pizza comforts me regardless of the taste. Pretend mom is still out there working at the gas station. Go to bed early so the illusion isn't broken. Be me 3 years ago. Have crush on girl. Easily 9 out of 10. But me equals beta as fuck. End up talking to her finally. Turns out she's not a bitch to beta anon. We start talking every day. She cool as hell my god. We share the same love for Pokemans and other things. I develop a huge crush on her. We become great friends. We play games together all the time, best time of my life. 2 months later she moves out of state with her mom. We still talked over the internet and such. About 3 months after she moves away she gets sick. It's leukemia. I cry like a beta bitch for days. I still talk to her through it all like a friend. Still like her a lot. One of her favorite things to do was play Pokemon over the internet with Pokemon Soul Silver. One day we trade Pokemon, it's her prized Typhlosion. Why did you give me that? It's your favorite. Because I think it will like you more, Anon. Okay whatever. JPEG. After that week she becomes worse. January 10th, 2011 she dies. I mourn for a whole month. I finally turn my game back on. I look at the Tiflosion she gave me. It has an item attached. It's mail. It says I love you. I cry even more for days. I play Pokemon Soul Silver every day with that Tiflosion. Bros, I can't help it. I'm not sure exactly what love is, but if I have ever loved a person it was her. Sad story time. Be me, 8 years old at the time. Live in a shitty neighborhood because parents are poor AF. Have a black friend named Joseph. He was my best friend actually. Joseph was a kind guy. He lived with his mother who was sick, and dad. He had an older brother too, but he died in a shooting. On sunny Monday I hopped on my bike and went to Joseph's house after school. Joseph told me that they can't find his dad. Ride around the hood searching for Joseph's dad. We can't find him for weeks. We have been searching for months. Never found a single clue about where his dad gone. A few months later, we had to move out of the hood because dad found a good job. Painful farewell. Had to leave Joseph. 11 years later, last Friday. Joseph found out that I'm going to university in his area. He's really fucking poor. No internet or computer at all. He literally lives in a ruin because drug addicts stole everything from his house after his mom died. He had to wait in front of the university for a few days after his part-time job. Finally found me. Told me that he missed me, his mom died a few years ago, and never heard a single word about his dad. Told Joseph to stay in my apartment for a while. Be me. Be my birthday that I forgot about until last night. Wake up and make breakfast. Family awake already in kitchen. My mom and grandma sing me happy birthday while everyone else stays quiet. They kind of cut the song short because of my reaction. Somebody end the pain.jpg. They've yet to buy me a cake or anything and there are no real plans. What do you want for your birthday Anon? I don't know, I have work later. So 22 huh? Feel any different? Not really. Went to shower and stood in there for 30 minutes staring into nothing while I presume they scrambled together some kind of celebration. Come out and my grandma gives me a card. The card says things like you're deserving of love and how proud a grandson makes his family. I had to hold back the tears because I knew none of that was true about me. Give her a hug and walk back up to my room. Niagara Falls.gif. Anybody know this feel? My dad died the other week. I got a video story about him for you guys. Parents split up at an early age. Didn't see dad very much. Every time I went there he always bought me a game. Always ended up buying really awesome games, even some more obscure stuff. He always said it was luck and that he wasn't into video games. Oh well. This goes on for years. He eventually stops buying games for me since I bought them myself. Dad died. Went to his place to clean up. Open his wardrobe. It was filled with tons of video game magazines. Checked through some of them for nostalgia. He had circled games that seemed cool and left notes like Anon said he wanted an action game. Other notes like work extra buy both. My fucking face when I found out he spent hours reading about something he doesn't care about because he cared about me. Be 4 years ago. At mom's house. Chillin'. She gives me a list of chores to do while her and my sister get groceries. Tells me no PS2 until chores are done. Okay.png. Folding laundry while watching TV. Switch to news. Story says. Local women and daughter killed in car accident. My mom and sister have died. Be 4 years later, present day. Want a taste of nostalgia? Open up my PS2. In the disc compartment there was a note. Note said, Wiley, Wiley, Wiley. I told you not to play your PS2 before chores are done. Well, son, I love you to death and I want to cut you some slack. You may play your game station until I return with hugs and kisses. XOXO love mom. Never came home. Never got my hugs and kisses. Don't forget you can't believe anything on the internet. These stories may or may not be a work of fiction. It is your choice to believe in them or not. If the name 4chan automatically triggers bad feelings / thoughts in your head as soon as you hear it, I hope this video changed that a little.